You will undoubtedly be drawn to Australia by its vibrant cities of Sydney, Brisbane, and Melbourne, and above all is Adelaide, the tourist city. Adelaide, often thought of as a quiet city, is quickly changing because to its many festivals, tiny pubs, and top-notch art and music. You'll discover how delightful this city is as you explore secret passageways, the stunning flora of the Adelaide Botanic Garden, and the exquisite sweetness of every street corner. It would be regrettable to visit Australia without going to Adelaide. Now let's have a look at all the must-see places that Adelaide has to offer. Number 10. Migration Museum. The Migration Museum is the ideal destination to visit if you want to learn more about Adelaide's and Australia's history, which have both been profoundly shaped by the numerous waves of immigrants that came to the nation. The museum was established in 1986, and its large collection will transport you to a fascinating time period while illuminating the history of the state via objects, images, and narratives. The museum offers several educational programs, is well liked by both residents and visitors, and proudly promotes respect and tolerance for all cultures, people, and languages. Adelaide is known for its diversity. The Migration Museum, located in a gorgeously restored structure behind the State Library, chronicles South Australia's 3 centuries of immigrant history. You may learn about the pioneering spirit and varied cultures that transformed South Australia by studying Aboriginal history before the colonization, as well as the effects of immigration on their culture and local communities. Number 9. St. Peter's Cathedral. The St. Peter's Cathedral is a notable structure and a significant piece of Adelaide's history. The cathedral is much more than just a stunning old structure. It serves as the mother church for the Adelaide Anglican Diocese and is the setting for a vibrant, welcoming sacramental community that values top-notch preaching, music, and liturgy. St. Peter's Cathedral was established back in 1869. Its beautiful front, which is reminiscent of the Cathedral of Notre Dame, is surrounded by 2 imposing spires. A beautiful rose window that closely resembles the one in Paris is located between them. The cathedral is known for its stunning stained glass windows and enormous high altar, but it also has a sizable and powerful organ that is utilized in regular services. St. Peter's has a long history of being well known in the city for its outstanding choir and its many musical performances. Number 8. Cleland Wildlife Park. An adorable collection of cuddly Australian creatures is cared after in a realistic setting at Cleland Wildlife Park. There aren't many cages in this area. Instead, you may walk along, feed, and have up-close interactions with kangaroos, wallabies, paturos, and emus as they graze freely in the open areas. The interactive keeper presentations provide fascinating information about the animals and their environments, and photographers will have the opportunity to take some fantastic pictures. You may snap a picture with a koala and keep it as a keepsake. On the northwest slope of Mount Lofty, less than 20 minutes drive from the city's core, is Cleland Animal Park. It is among the most well-liked activities in Adelaide Hills. Number 7. Glenelg. The beachfront community of Glenelg, located in the protective and surf-free Gulf, St. Vincent, is a well-liked getaway from the hustle and bustle of the metropolis. Most people choose the 25-minute ride on Adelaide's sole remaining tram, which leaves from Victoria Square in the heart of the city. Glenelg has an interesting history, in addition to its beachside attractiveness and plenty of tourist destinations. This is the earliest European colony in mainland South Australia. A vacation atmosphere is created by sidewalk cafes, boutique hotels, and exciting summer entertainment. A peaceful vacation may be had by lazing on the beach or casting a line off the pier. Other well-liked activities in Glenelg include sailing and swimming with dolphins. Number 6. Fleurier Peninsula. The Fleurier Peninsula is one of Adelaide's most well-liked seaside day trip locations, located less than an hour's drive south of the city center. Foodies and city slickers seeking a gentler pace are drawn by the region's rolling hills, farms, amazing surf beaches, and fine restaurants. The biggest and one of the most well-known villages on this rocky peninsula is Victor Harbour. From here, you may join a seasonal whale-watching cruise or fishing excursion, surf a surge off the south coast, throw a line from a windswept beach, or ride a horse-drawn tram to Granite Island to see the little penguin population there, which is rapidly diminishing. Another well-liked peninsula town is Goolwa, which is located on the Murray River. Strathalbyn and Mount Compass are located in the interior. Number 5. South Australian Museum. The South Australian Museum, established in 1856, provides a fascinating look into the natural history of the country via engaging displays on megafauna, mammals, meteorites, and fossils. You have access to an infinite number of galleries since it contains over 4 million objects and specimens. The world's largest collection of Aboriginal artwork and artifacts is kept there. The Aboriginal galleries are the major attraction, and many visitors travel from far and wide to learn more about their history and culture, even though there are other excellent exhibits and displays on ancient Egypt and Pacific cultures. Number 4. Adelaide Zoo. The Adelaide Zoo is well known for its emphasis on teaching and captivating animal collection. It was started in the latter part of the 19th century. The highlight of the show, captivating both young and old, are giant pandas, the orangutans, koalas, meerkats, lemurs, and the colorful feathered buddies in the aviary are some of the other well-liked inhabitants. Don't forget to explore the Envirodome, an interactive tourist center that has a vertical garden and terrarium. Signing up for an engaging animal encounter will enhance your trip. Choose between a lion or a tiger encounter. Meet a giraffe, meerkats, lemurs, or red pandas among other options. The petting zoo, where youngsters may touch, feed, and snuggle a variety of hairy and feathered farmyard animals, including kangaroos, quokkas, and wallabies, will be a favorite. Number 3. Victoria Square. At the junction of Grote Street and Wakefield Street in the center of the city, King William Street extends into the renovated Victoria Square, also known as Tardanyanga in the Aboriginal language. This event space is a well-liked gathering area with lovely grounds, and it's a terrific location to relax and take in the scenery. As they rush in and out of the fountains, kids scream with joy. Many events and festivals are hosted here throughout the year, and workers often bring their picnic lunches here. A few lovely 19th century structures have been kept standing in the shadow of the contemporary high-rise skyscrapers like the Hilton Adelaide. The towering Magistrates Courthouse with a Doric colonnade and the neoclassical Supreme Court are both located on the south side. The Treasury Building, which is located next to the Town Hall, and St. Francis Xavier Cathedral are both located on the east side of Victoria Square. A monument of Queen Victoria and a lovely fountain designed by John Dowie, including sculptures that symbolize the Murray, Torrens, and Onkaparinga rivers of South Australia, are other highlights of the plaza. Adelaide Central Market is in Victoria Square, and from there, the city's lone remaining tram travels to Glenelg, a beach suburb. Large department stores, specialty shops, and arcades line the popular Rundle Mall, which is accessible exclusively by foot and extends east from King William Street to the north of Victoria Square. Number 2. Adelaide Botanic Garden. Enter a world of botanical wonders by passing through the wrought iron gates at the eastern end of North Terrace. The Adelaide Botanic Garden, which was founded in 1855, has plantings with educational themes such as medicinal plants, a Mediterranean garden, native Australian species, and a wetland that will ultimately store enough water to irrigate the whole property. Through a number of permanent exhibits, the Santos Museum of Economic Botany sheds light on the significant part that plants play in daily life. The Bicentennial Conservatory, which features lowland rainforest flora, the night-blooming Amazonica water lilies, and Australia's oldest avenue of Mauritan Bay fig trees, are some of the other garden attractions. The Little Sprouts Kitchen Garden, which includes fruit and vegetables, compost, and a worm farm, will be a hit with the kids. Ready to take in some more gardens? The historic Rose Garden and remarkable array of cool climate flora at Mount Lofty Botanic Garden make it worthwhile to pay a visit. And if you're looking for a little area of tranquility, go to Himeji Garden, an oasis of lily-topped ponds, thoughtfully placed stepping stones, and the calming sound of trickling water can be found in this well-maintained Japanese Zen garden. Number 1. Adelaide Oval. Although stadiums aren't often a top draw in a capital city, Australians adore sports, and this location is significant to the history of the area. The stadium, which is in the heart of Adelaide's lovely riverbank precinct, was built in 1871 and it played home to the inaugural Test cricket match in 1884. Since its inception, the stadium has hosted more than 16 different sports, including the Australian Football League, archery, cycling, hockey, lacrosse, and tennis, in addition to significant events and concerts. The facility was reinvigorated that was finished in 2014, although the historic scoreboard and century-old Marathon Bay fig trees remain. Try to get tickets for a sports event or other events here if you have the time. Fans of cricket should rush to the Bradman Museum to witness artifacts from the life of Australia's most famous cricketer. Enrolling on an Adelaide Oval Stadium tour is the greatest way to fully experience this legendary location. You will view the stadium's best features up close and hear engrossing tales about its past during this 90-minute guided tour. This should be at the top of your list if you're seeking for unusual things to do in Adelaide as a sports enthusiast.